simply thank you. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm deeply grateful for Almighty God, the great virtue of all the teachers. Great senior elder man, 白水圣地 senior elder Shen, memorizing Bodhisattva, and the guidance from the Tao transmitting masters. I also want to thank all of you for giving me opportunity to be here today and share with the topic. The topic is realize your decrees, your facts, and establish your destiny. Okay, this is today's lesson, and the lesson is very short, so we can listen something knowledge and have the meals, enjoy the meals. Yeah. Okay, and I want to share my Okay, first I want to I want to introduce myself. Yes, and my name is Yu. Yes, and my English name is Jay. Yeah, so I want to meet the new friends. Okay, the sister, what is your name? Marilyn. Yes. Okay. Welcome you. And Gati. Okay, Gati, welcome. Lorna, welcome. Yes. And my name is Jay. Yes. So I want to introduce. I am 26 years old. Yes. I graduated from the university 3 years. Yes. Okay, this is the question. I want to ask everybody. Do you know why I came here? I came to the Zhao family. What reasons? Okay, they have different options. The option A is my parents are Zhao family members, so I came here. That is option A. And option B is somebody invited me to receive the Zhao. And option C is just curiosities. So you can guess what is the reason I came here. Which one? C or B? What do you think? Why I come here to join the Dao family? Just funny, you can use. Okay, I tell you the answer. The answer is I come to the Zhao family for just curiosity because we have a club in our universities. So I go to the club exhibitions. So I meet the cooking club and come to the club and I know there is the holy temples and come to join my Zhao family. So this is the reason now I stand here to share the experience for you. Yes. And the number two is you can use where is my hometown in the Taiwan, which part? Part of the north or the south, middle of the east. Where is my hometown? Just money you can use. Where? Middle? Yes? Okay. Very good. But yes, I come to the Taichung because my university is here. I go to school here and I graduate. I want to share my experience, so I work here. So here is now I live in here, but my hometown is in here, the new Taipei city. So it's the north of the Taiwan. And this is funny also because my father's hometown is here, the east of the Taiwan, Hualien. Yes. And my mother's hometown is here, south of the Taiwan, Pingdong. Yes. But now I live in here. So all over the Taiwan, everywhere, I just go. Yes, it's very cool. And next one I want to share is when I have been to the other countries. I've been to 2 different countries. The one is Philippines, and the second one is Cambodia. So I can share the photos of this. Yeah, this year, May, we go to the Philippines, yes, and we have so many photos. And I think it is a very good experience because the families is very patient. Yes, they are all very nice. We are happy there. Okay. And this one is my first time to go to Cambodia. I go to the let me see, the kindergarten. Yes, and teaching the Chinese. This is the first time. And the second time we go there to help the thousand years there. Okay. So this is my experience to go outside, and that is my interviews. Okay. So nice to meet you guys. Yeah. Okay. Back to the lessons. First, we want to share what is the destiny. Do you know what is the destiny? Somebody don't know. So they want to know. They go to find the answer. Somebody will go to try the definitions. Or go to the motion spellings. Yes. We can see that is very. Have you ever tried dimensions with these different methods, like the star signs or the blood type, and the tarot cards? Yes. Or the in Taiwan is popular. This means 紫微斗数, 紫微 astrologers. And like place number Chinese zodiac. We have 12 zodiacs in China and Taiwan. Yes. Okay. MBTI, 易经, fortune tellers, or palm reader. That is many aspects. For examples, did you hear the MBTI before? Did you hear the MBTI before? We have a test. So after the test, we can know which type we are here. There will 16 different types. If I am the type of E, I like to chatting with people that can make me feel happy and energies. So that is the type of E. And the type of I is maybe is very shy. I want to stay alone. That is a different type of the MBTI. Somebody is out and they want to make some new friends, but somebody not. Somebody just want to stay at home, just himself or herself. Yes. So maybe it's the divination. Somebody wants to know what will happen to the future. Yes. Okay. The next one is where do people want to go the fortune telling? Somebody just curiosity. Like me, I don't know what is good luck. I just curiosity, so I can hear. Or some is want to forecast the future. Want to know the future, what's happened. Or confused about their life. They don't know what is the direction he needs to go or she needs to go. So that's very confused. And the others, there is many different. Okay, and we can see somebody say that is the relation fortune telling and numerology are sensitives. Yes. Okay. And I want to share one word. This word is destiny. You know the destiny in English, but the Chinese word is this.命.命is mean destiny. And in Chinese word, this word, we can take different parts. the first part here is 人. 人 is mean person. Yes, 人 in Chinese is mean persons. And the first part is here. 一 Chinese, 一 is mean once. And the last part is 扣. 扣 is mean 扣酬. So this word, what did you mean? What is this mean? This mean a person has one 扣酬. Well, reminds everyone who comes to this world has their own destiny and missions. Yes. So everyone we come to this world, we have a duty and missions. We need to do something, not just come here eating and sleeping. That is very not my duty, not our duty. So we need to find what can that's the life meaningful, make us life meaningful. Okay. And rather than believing in future surveys and passively accepting your fate, it is better to actively understand your destinies and have the courage to create positive outcomes. If somebody is know their destiny, maybe it's not very good, but we can change our minds to looking the same things. Yes. Create positive outcome. That is very important things. Yes. Okay. And life is the foundations of human beings. So let's cultivate ourselves. Because your destiny is in your own hands, not in the hands of God. Does everybody receive the Tao? Yes. Okay. In the Tao we have three treasures. The second one is the heavenly hand signs. How to manage the heavenly hand signs. Okay. Then that is the secret to the heavens. And we have, in Chinese, we have the 12地支, it means the 12 earthly branch in our hands. So here it means 子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉戌亥. And have 12 words, the different branch in our hands. Yes, that is a little difficult, but I will tell you it. Yes. This first one is, and the last is height. That is mean the time. So it mean the time of the first of the days. 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock is 时间. The time is 时. And the next is 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock is high. So the 子 and high, the 2 points, it is the beginnings and the end. Yes. So they will remind us all the time we need to remind ourselves we have babies in our true nations. Yes, that is important. And the second is here. We have to control our life by our hands. So our destiny is not for God. We need to try others, and we need to have positive minds so we can control our life and change our life. Yes. Okay. So the lesson we will realize our decrease is understand the foundation of human beings. That is mean realize our decrease. And the first, establish our destiny. It's mean your destiny is in your own hands. We can control it. Okay. And you should, before we realize our decrease, we need to do our part. We need to know we have the different roles in a different times. So we need to know the responsibilities of different roles. Okay. Okay. 5 pictures. Okay. If you are a student, what is your duty? Your duty means to study hard and get a good score. Yes, that is the duty of the student. When you are children or the siblings, what is your duty? Our duty is we need to feel our parents and love the siblings. Let our parents and family members not worry about us. Yes, this is our the children and siblings duty. If you are an employee or employers, you need to do good job. Yes. Or you maybe is parents, you have a child. So your duty is you need to take care about your baby, take care about your children. So we have different roles, but we need to know what is that role's responsibilities. We do the responsibility of different roles is we do the good things. Okay. And here is establish oneself and establish life. So finally we can establish morality. Fulfill your responsibility in different roles. Don't forget the true nature. Don't forget the Buddha nature in your inner mind. That is very important. Cultivate both the inner and the outer aspects. It's a way to establish morality. That is like what? Today we come back here. We come back here to the Holy Temple, and we have a lessons. So next lesson we have some knowledge, new knowledge in our minds. Then tomorrow we need to change the knowledge to the actions. Yes. So the action is more important than the knowledge. If you hear the good knowledge, you need to do. Yes. Okay. To cultivate the ways of heaven, one must start with the way of the humanities. If you want to learning the like the Buddha or Bodhisattva ways, you need to do the first thing is start with the ways of humanities. Humanity is like you have different rules. You need to do it. Yes, you need to do it. Okay. The problem is why we need to realize our decrees and establish our destinies. Okay. The life we come to the earth, we will experience that path. We will birth and we will be old, we will be aged, and we will maybe sometimes we will illness or fall sick, and finally we will die. It is a cycle of we come to the earth. Yes. So nobody can cross the yes. That is invisible for human beings. The birth, agents, armies, and death. That's for okay. And the destiny, somebody will say they have this the good or bad. Like that is the outside status, like rich, poor, or healthy, unhealthy, smoothly or ups and downs. That is the opposite word. And if it is destiny, it will happen. If it is not destiny, don't force it. So we want to force something, like we want to force, I want to be rich, or I want to be strong. But maybe this is not happen in my life, so we don't force this. We just easily and cultivate stuff, so it is okay. Somebody has luck in ways, luck in the love, luck in extent. That is the difference. And life is like a shows. So our lives are like storybooks. And we have the power to choose how to write them. Yes. Our life, everybody's life, my life, and your life, not the same. But that is all the storybook. That storybook we can choose how to write it and what we can differentiate it. Yes. Okay. Change your destiny by understanding your decrees and doing good deeds. Yes. Okay. I want to share lessons. This lesson is life-changing story. In Chinese, 了凡四训 in Chinese. Okay. And this man is Yuan Liaofan. Yuan Liaofan. He is characters in this book. And he also is a real man. Okay. This man has a story. He meets someone, Yun Gu, Zen master. This master told him something, so he knows the destiny is controlled in the hands of everyone. Yes. Okay. Let's look these stories. I have a video. We can watch it.
How can I continue to inspire and enlighten your light? And his mother told him to give up going to school and attempting imperial examination. Since she failed, he was certain to fail. Instead, she told him to focus on becoming a doctor. Later, Liao Fan met an old man in Ciyuan Temple. The old man looked extraordinary. He had a long beard and seemed like an immortal floating in the air. Liao Fan showed his deep respect and bowed to him. The old man said, "You should be an official. Next year you could attend imperial examination." He told the old man all about what his mother told him. He also asked the old man's name and where he came from. The old man said, "My family name is Kong. I came from Yunnan province. I received 2 teachings from Kanjie Shao of Song Dynasty on the subject of Huang Jijing. According to the heavenly arrangement, I will pass this to you." Liao Fan invited the old man home and told his mother all about it. His mother was very happy and said, "Since this gentleman is able to calculate the future, why not ask him to calculate your fortune and see if it works?" As a result, Kong calculated several small matters that were all accurate. He also helped Liao Fan to predict every major detail for the rest of his whole life. Kong sighed, "In this year, you will be elected as a governor of Sichuan province and serve as governor for 3.5 years. And then you will resign and go back to your hometown. At age of 53, on August 14th, your life will end. Unfortunately, you have no son in your life." Liao Fan reported the details of his life and learned them by heart. From then on, the details accurately predicted all of his rankings in examinations he attended. One night, instead of reading, he tried meditating, not speaking and not thinking of anything. A few years later, he returned to Nanjing. First, he went to see Zen master Yun Gu, who was an enlightened monk. Liao Fan meditated face to face with Master Yungu in a meditation room for 3 days and 3 nights without opening his eyes. Yungu said to him, "Human beings cannot become saints because their hearts are wrapped in delusion. But you have sat here for 3 days without giving into a single delusion. Why?" He answered, "Mr. Kong calculated my fate. When I was born, when I will die, when I will have happy life, when I will face adversity. These are all fixed and cannot be changed. What is the sense of having bee in my body? I do not want to think anything, so I don't have any delusions." Yungu smiled and said, "I had thought that you were an outstanding person. But now I know that you are just mediocre kind of person who has some renown." Liu Fan asked him why, and Yungu explained, "I cannot say that an ordinary person has no bee in his body. But if you have this delusion about your fate and keep thinking it's true, you will be trapped within the clutches of yin and yang. If your fate is bounded by the clutches of yin and yang, how can your fate not be fixed? Only ordinary people are bounded by this theory. If a person has tremendous compassion, he will not be restrained by this theory. Because a person has tremendous compassion, even if he has suffering predestined in his life, because he does great deeds for other people, the energy of the great deeds will change his suffering to happiness. A poor and short life will change into wealthy and long one. The same is true if a person is very evil. He is also not bounded by this theory. Because he is very evil, even if he has happiness predestined in this life, because he did such an evil thing, the energy of the evil will turn happiness into disaster. His wealthy and long life will be changed to a poor and short life. For more than 20 years now, your fortune has been calculated by Mr. Kong. There was not a little change in your fortune. On the contrary, it was bounded by it. For this kind of person, isn't he just an ordinary person? So am I wrong to call you an ordinary person?" Liu Fan asked Yungu, "According to what you say, can one escape from his fixed fate?" Yungu answered, "Your fate is in your hands, and your happiness also depends on you. If you do bad deeds, you will lose your happiness. If you do good deeds, you will gain happiness. As long as you are doing good deeds, your fate is not going to restrain you." Liu Fan believed what Yungu told him and also accepted teachings from him. He repented before the Buddha statue for all the bad deeds he did in the past, including all of his mistakes, both big and small. He swore to do 3,000 good deeds to show gratitude to Yungu. From then on, he changed his name to the name we remember him by Liao Fan, which literally means "and notions." In the end, Liu Fan lived up to 73 years old, exceeding his predicted age of death by 20 years. Also, he did have a son. At the age of 69, based on his own life experiences, Liu Fan started to write a book named Liu Fan's 4 Lessons, which include recognizing the truth about fate, identifying the criteria for good and evil, returning to the goodness, and proving the reverse of behaving with high moral standards. This book has played a great role in moral cultivation from generation to generation in China. Thank you for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.
And did you hear the important thing in the videos? This video say he meets someone. His name's Kong, right? Mr. Kong. And Mr. Kong say he will act of one age, and he had no sons in his life. So he believed it. He did not do anything. But he goes to the temple and meets the Zen master. The master said, your destiny is controlled on your hands. You can do the good things. The good thing, you will create your happiness. The happiness will change your life. But if you do the bad thing will come to a disaster to your life. So you do the good things. And the end, what happened? He not get in a coma. Mr. Kong, the critic, the age. He mourns, yes. He lives mourns, and he has the sons. So this is the change of the life stories. And it is the real stories. We can read the book 了凡四训. 了凡 4 lessons. Yes. Okay. And we can look at the pictures. What it is? That is seeds. What seeds? Watermelon seeds. Yeah. So you have a watermelon seed and you put it in the dirt. Yes. And the seeds have some water. They will grow. At the end, you get a watermelon. So you put in a watermelon seed. You will not have an apple or papaya because the seed is what? Watermelon. Yeah, it is a snack in a Chinese. Okay. Yeah. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. That is like our two sons. We do the good things to each other, and the things will grow up. We have a good end. But you grow the bad things in others, maybe the bad thing will come back to you. So, which one do you want? The good or the bad? Good one. Yes. Absolutely, it's the good one. Yeah. Okay. And it is the part 3. We have the 3 kinds of the destiny. 3 kinds. Okay. The first is Xing. And Xing, Shen. Yes, this is different part. Xing, Shen. What is the meaning? Xing is mean your true nature, your pure heart, your Buddha nature is Xing. And what is Xing? Xing is your mind. Your temper, bad tempers, or personality. This is Xing. And the last is the Shen. What is Shen? Shen is physical body. That is mean physical body is maybe you have some bad habits. So this is a different part. And the 3 kinds of destiny, what it is. Yes, here, Wang Fengyi is a very good person in China, and he is very popular because he, all of his life, he helped other people, helped so many people. So he is very popular. And he says, people have 3 kinds of the destinies. One is heavenly decrees. It is from the heavens. That is the duty we come to the earth. Yes, we need to find it. The heavenly decrees. And the second one is karma destiny. Karma destiny means from karma or from your past life. And the last one is in destiny. That is mean from your bad tempers or bad habits will make the in destiny. Yes, that is the 3 kinds of the destiny. And the Zhongyong say, the destiny of heaven is true nature. Following the true nature is the Tao. Yes. Okay. Use our Buddha nature, use our pure natures to live every day. This is the Tao. Okay. So we receive the Tao. And now we learning the doubt. The ends we need to show the doubt in our daily life. Yes. Okay. Man is the leader of all things. All things. Humans have the ability to think and to distinguish rights from wrongs. Duty of the human. What is the duty of the human? Use wisdom to love all living beings, help others, and act in agreement with the natural and conscience. Yes, it is me. We are the leader of the beings. Okay. Now, because we are the leader of the things, we need to do the right thing, not do the bad things. Yes. Let us have some pictures. What are we doing? We have one trash can, and you throw a trash can to where? The river. That is not good. So police get him a fine. Yes. And what he did? He driving a car, but he drink beers. So if you drink beer, can you drive the car? No, actually no. So that is the wrong thing. And what is the man doing? He had run and play with the dog. No, don't play with the dog. He threw a dog. So the dog is very afraid of the man. He hurts him. Yes. And somebody will very like to eat the meat. Yes, they want to eat very much. So the animal will cry because they have no longer to live. Yes. Harming living things do the bad things, destroys environment. That is all the bad things. We not to do this. Okay. So the heavenly degree is the three treasures, heavenly hindsight. Return to the heart of innocence. When we have the hindsight, that will remind us have a babies, have an innocent heart in our minds. Following the true nature and establish morality. Do the right things. Do the right things. Use your wisdom to do the right things. Yes, that is mean you can increase the heavenly degrees. The second one is the karma destiny. What is karma destiny? Karma destiny comes from reincarnations. What was shown in the previous life is determined in this life. So this life, we have different values of the status. Some status is very high. Okay. Or somebody will very wise, but somebody will poor. Somebody has very smart and have a lot of knowledge, but somebody not. Somebody has many skills, they can do many things, but somebody not really very skills. Okay, and healthy or unhealthy. What depends our this? That is the karma destiny. Karma destiny is in your past life. You do good things, you do good deeds. And maybe your Western use knowledge is up. But you not do very well with social. Okay. You do the wrong things in the past life. This life, maybe you will not have it. You will usually see. Yes. Okay. The cause created in the previous life and the result received in this life. Okay. So this is the karma destiny. Okay. Here is a picture. It's the memories and virtues. What is virtue and virtue? The blessing or the happiness of this life are the rewards of common destiny. And the unique aspects of people encounter is the reservations of common destinies. Yes. Here is the two pictures. Maybe we have not superpowers like the Spider-Man. We cannot stop the natural to crash. We cannot stop it, but we can do one thing very easy. That and this one. We bring the good thing to each other. We say the good thing. We do the good thing. Yes. Then the other people will be happy and smile. The next one, you will share the same experience to the others. So this is the good of the cycles. You brought this on yourself, so we want to bring the good things to ourselves. Yes. Here is the second video. We can watch it. Not too many, just very cool. Stay that shows a grandma, and he needs to help the grandma. So he starts with her, and he starts to feel the good atmospheres and the good feelings. So he started to help others. Yes. Okay, the common destiny is we need to be positive. Don't complain about life. Face it with courage. Okay. Be grateful. Everything is the best arranged by the God. Everything is the best arrangement by God. Okay. Okay, I want to share this. We need to know our happiness, blessings, and cherish our blessings. Finally, we can establish our blessings. So not to waste the water. Okay, we need to save the water. Careless waste will reduce your blessings. Okay. This picture is in Yu-sheng, the senior elder Han house. The senior elder Han has some good things, like he used to water the same water 3 times. First time he wash the hands, and he will set the water, go to mop the floor, and finally the water will put to the flowers or the grass. Yes, so the same water he used 3 times. And he also do the men's clothes. This is his side. Yes. That is the sexual pants. Senior of the height, like buy the new ones. He will manage. Okay. It is not to save money, but to save blessings, to benefit more sentient beings. This is the senior of the height. And this is the last is the indestiny. Indestiny is caused by bad habits and the temper, like your vices, or sex plans, instruments, or sleep. The 5 desire of the world: eat, drink, and have fun. Then you increase your indestiny. Okay. The 5 poisons of our life is big. The first one is greedy, or the furious, foolish, arrogant, and suspect. Okay, that is the bad things. So we need to know. Maybe sometimes we will greedy, or sometimes we will be angry or furious. We must stop it and not do the bad thing to others. If the old man, he goes to the road and he look somebody and said take his dog. Yes, but the dog not have the rope, so the old man he not happy because he thinks maybe the dog will bite someone. So he murmured and maybe he cursed this once. Or the boys just running and the car maybe will crash it. The old man is not like, so he murmured and he not very good things. They will get in destiny increase. We can look here. The Qigong Living Buddha, he said, saints and sages, Buddha and Bodhisattva have no indestiny. Others all have indestiny. So we must know ourselves and care for this for our lives. Negative energy and no consciousness will create more indestinies. So we must be careful in this. Okay. And I go to the last one. Last one, I will try to have to control, how to control our life. Okay. We need to realize our heavenly decrees and establish our destinies. Yes. So finally, we need to decrease the indestinies and stop the karma destiny. Increase the heavenly decree. Okay. The last thing I want to share your page is here. Here. Okay. the heavenly decree, we must to increase it. And in karma destiny increases, the last is in destiny decrease. Okay, the last thing we can change the life is not difficult. We can do the things. Learning affairs, know yourself, make good friends, and accumulate merits and cultivate virtues. So the Holy Temple is a good place to cultivate Zhao. Yes, they have some picture. A good place to cultivate Zhao. So we can, yes, the master and the lecturers go to share the good thing and the good lesson to us. So we must be thankful to the master and the lecturers. Okay. Then we can have a make good friend. So yeah, we come back to the Zhenxing Holy Temple and we can go to the 1,000 years. Yeah, so we can make a new friends and eat delicious food. Okay, and this one is we go to the Philippines, a big family. And we can accumulate merits and cultivate virtues. Okay. Entering a holy temple can help us increase many opportunities to cultivate and establish our destiny. Receive Dao. After receive Dao, start cultivate Dao. We'll realize the truth and cultivate diligence. Buddhas are enlightened or ordinary people, while people are the lost Buddha. Yes. So it is all I want to share in the lessons. Okay.